G'day and welcome back to another gas walkthrough. Today we're looking at July 31st, Max Cage, uh, by Clover. Clover's one of us here at Gas HQ. So my name is Bill Murphy. G'day, how you all doing? I don't know if you got a haircut, but I'm not at the laundromat this evening. I am back at home. Uh, am I still doing something insane late at night? The answer is yes. Currently, while I record this, I have some chicken in a pressure cooker. Um, why? Who knows? Um, and other important news is in about 10 hours from when I record this, I will be interviewed on me Marista's uh, Sudoku channel about, hey, what's up with puzzles? About my journey with puzzles um, and those sorts of things. And yeah, you can watch it. There will be a link to it in the description. We'll also put it in the community post for those following. Feel free to come in, join. I'm happy to talk about and answer questions that you have about what's it like to make puzzles. What's it like to have you got any advice? I'll do agony aunt stuff, that sort of deal. Um, yeah. So the but yes, anyway, this is a max cage Sudoku, and we are gas. Genuinely approachable Sudoku. We create, set, and solve genuinely approachable Sudoku for you, the person watching this. You will find the link to today's puzzle in the description down below. You will also find hat times. 2 hats for a very fast time, 1 hat for a pretty fast time. Everyone gets a dinosaur because we love you all equally. That being said, I'm going to get into it, so let's do it. So, this is a max cage Sudoku. Now, some people really adore it when I do, like, in the dark solves. This isn't an in the dark solve, but, oh, actually, I did test this one. Yeah, I absolutely did test this one. But normal Sudoku rules apply. Each box, each row, and each cage must contain the digits 1 to 9 once each. Now, we have some cages in the grid. Digits in cages cannot repeat. The clue in the top left corner of a cage is the largest digit in that cage. So, there are 2 key parts to that. That means, like, say if I select these cages, it means they must have a 5, and they must have no digits greater than 5. Both of those are going to come in real handy later when we get through this. So, that being said, I'm going to get into it now. Let's do it. So, this 4 cage needs a 2, 3, 4. This 6 cage needs a 6. The only digit lower than 6 I can put in this puzzle right now is 5 and 6. I'm going to come back to that. That's going to be later. This 3 cage needs 1, 2, and or 3. No, 3 and 1 or 2. Can't have 1, so it must be 2 and 3. This 5k, so this needs a 6, and this needs 5. This is going to be pretty helpful in unpacking that one up there. Now, we know a 6 has to go in one of these, but let's go back. This 2-3 pair bounces back up to this 4 page, and we can take the 4 out of there. Now, 2-3 means this is either 1, 4, or 5, and 1, 4, 5, and 6. What's more helpful is if I do 7, 8, 9. Let's keep moving. This 2 cage needs a 1 and a 2. That's a 1, that's a 2. This 4 cage needs a 3 and a 4. That 4 there is going to put a 4 and a 3 there. Which bounces back 2 and 3. Now, 5 and 6 see that cell, so we cannot put anything lower than a 7 in that cell, so that has to be 7, which puts a 7 in this cell. I know that 7 is going to be in one of those cells. This is either 3 or 4. This is also either 3 or 4. I need a 5 in one of those cells, but because I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 looking into here, that has to be 5. This is now a 1 or a 2. This cage needs to... I'm doing this such a clunky way. I've just noticed. 3 there. That has to be a 1 or a 2. This is a 5 cage, so it needs something 5 or lower. I can't put anything in that cell that's not a 5, so that's a 5. This has to be a 4, because we already have 1, 2, and 3 in the box. This is 1, 2, or 3. That 3 that we just put is going to put a 2 and a 3, bounce back 1 and a 2, take the 3 out here. Now, this 6 cage needs to have a 6 in it. Astounding, I know. 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, puts a 6 in here. 1, 2, 3 mean that has to be 4 and 5, but also I've got 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, which is 1, 2, and 3 to be in here. This cell is 3, 4, 1, and 2. This has to be a 6. This is 8 or 9. Do I know anything else? Maybe. Now, this 1, 2, and 3 has to be a 4, which bounces up 3 and 4. Now, this cell sees 2, 4, and 3, so that has to be 1 in the box. That's a 2, which comes back up there. Where does 1 go in box 7? It can only go there. 4 has to go into one of those 2 cells. Now, 7, 8, and 9. This cell must be an 8 because it can't be 7, and it can't be 9 because 9 would be bigger than 8. That's now a 9 and a 7. Yeah. The only digit I can put in there that's lower than a 6 is a 1. That's a 5, 6 pair. Now, have I completely run out of gas? The answer is no. But let's talk about why in a second. I'm gonna do a little bit of very aggressive pencil marking. This is 5, 8, or 9. I know that can't be the 5. That can't be the 9. Now I need to place a 2 and a 6. They must go. Oh, that's a 6, and that's kind of 6 and a 2 in there. This is now an 8 and a 9. This is an 8 and a 9. This is 7, 8, and 9. That's also a 7, 8, 9, which makes this 4. 3, 5 there makes that a 9. Take the 9 out. That's a 3 and a 5. Take the 1 out of there. I'm leaving something to like the last possible second to point it out. Or am I just breaking through this puzzle? Oh, okay. 7, 8. So, apparently I've managed to break through this puzzle anyway. But if you haven't noticed, a 9 in one of these 2 cells means that you cannot put 9 in one of those 2 cells, which puts 9 there. 7 in one of those 2 cells definitely means that you can't put 7. I've just gone around and done this much harder than I needed to make it, apparently. But 8, 9. This allows us to kind of like bust through the rest of this. That's 5, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 7, 8. Take the 9 out of here. This is 9. Both of these cells have to be 1 or 3. 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. That's a 4, 2, 3. 6, 4, 5, 6. This is 2 and 5. 8 and 4. That is Max Cage Sudoku. Shoutouts to... Come on, I've forgotten his name. Oh no. Forgotten his name. Who joked, is tomorrow's gas gonna be a max headroom? The answer is no, but I love that. There is a guessing game. Feel free to leave your guesses. We use a website called repico.ch, which is a list of all of our potential choices. So yeah, this has been Max Cage Sudoku by Clover. My name is still Bill Murphy. You will find me on Meme Roaster's YouTube channel at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, 9 a.m. tomorrow, 10 hours from now. And I will catch you next time. Bye!